And welcome back to your favorite German podcast. I am your dumpling, Kelvin.
And the Sauerkraut Sascha.
And together, we are
Sauerkraut
dumpling. Yeah, we're back. So, Sascha, I had a pretty interesting German experience today.
You had a German experience.
It motivated me to learn German, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hit me.
So I was parking my bike. You know how people park their bikes against like a light pole, like a lamp?
Your bike is interesting. It costs several thousand euros, but does not have a stander.
Yeah, it's a downhill bike. You don't do a kickstand on it down. Like
if I pay
it's a mountain bike.
This much money, I would at least expect, I don't know, a magnetic stander you can just attach or something. If it's
it just stands by itself. It floats.
Oh, it stands by itself. Yeah, exactly. Like
it waits for you to sit on it.
It defies gravity.
Well, maybe if I paid an extra 1,000. I didn't get that add-on, unfortunately. I was trying to be stingy.
But honestly, a stander missing on a 7,000 euro bike. Come on.
But it's a downhill bike. It's going to get in the way.
Who says a downhill bike does not need a stander?
Because it will get in the way. What if you're downhilling and suddenly the thing comes out?
Yeah, but
it could fuck you up. Just saying.
The stander comes up, you mean?
Yeah. And maybe it gets stuck or something. I don't know. Anyways, the story is I was parking my bike.
Yep.
It is like in the city against a light pole. Yeah, pretty normal thing.
Hauptstraße or
at the Poststraße. Is it called Poststraße?
What is close by?
It's where the Audi is. Like McDonald's.
Da, at Carré dann.
Yeah, exactly. And I was, bent over doing the locks, and some German lady creeps up behind me, and she's like, "Sprichst du Deutsch?" I'm like, "Ja, natürlich." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you could speak German." And then she was like, "Do you know that you cannot park your bike
bullshit
against this?" And I was like, "But there's all the bikes are parked like this." She's like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but you.
Some bullshit. And I was like, okay, I have to go because I actually had to meet a friend. And then she's like, oh yeah, kein Problem. Ich ruf die Polizei. And I was like, okay, go ahead. And I walked away. So German. But it gave me motivation because I want to learn German good enough to be able to insult her back. Like my friend was saying, like you should just hit her with the what did she say? Just ja, stimmt so or something like that. Geht so. Huh? Genau so. Ja, genau so or something.
Oder alles klar. Ja, alles klar.
Ja, alles
klar.
Genau. But that doesn't have the effect I want.
No. So, but I think you did well, actually. Just walking away. My mom used to say, so if you touch old shit, it starts again to smell.
To her? Would you say it to her? Dude, yeah, teach me how this saying goes, because I want to say it.
I don't know if this is an official saying. My mom is Croatian. She always comes up with this. She also said,
dude, but that sounds awesome.
Shit falls down.
Shit falls down. Shit rolls downhill. Yeah, that's true.
Sascha, wenn du alte Scheiße anpackst, fängt die wieder an zu stinken. So, das haben sie da gesagt.
Alte Scheiße
anpackst, fängt es wieder an zu stinken.
Anpack,
fängt es wieder an zu
stinken.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say something like, keep your midlife crisis, to yourself. I don't want to hear you.
No. This is what she was out for. She was out for confrontation, I think. I think you did so well.
But she was really nice.
Really?
She
nicely said,
face was nice.
I will call the police.
And then she was like, yeah, no problem. Like smiling. I will go to the police. You know how Germans are. They're super passive aggressive, weird way of talking.
You know, if you call the police in Heidelberg, it takes at least half an hour until they come. So even if she would have called them, you could have said, yeah, I mean, until the police is here, I'm anyway gone. So,
dude, I don't think she would have done it. I don't get the logic.
So stupid,
what is she trying to do?
Or what does she get out of this, you know?
I think...
Is this her life?
I think this is just the German way. They like making things complicated. So is the politics and the bureaucracy.
Do you think a German police would have even come? You know, there's an old woman says there's a bike standing on the light pole.
Maybe that's why the police are so shit, because they have to deal with German old people half the time. I would go crazy too. If all my calls are like, oh yeah, the neighbor didn't take out the trash today, or like,
so ridiculous, there is a bike on a light pole, please come police, it's life or death here.
Yeah, it's a hate crime, it's an Asian guy parking a bike.
But just for clarification, there were also other bikes on other
many
light
bikes
poles.
Parked,
but especially yours was
because I was trying to lock my bike. I was next to it, and then she came up to me and
sorry.
But I still wanted to know what the best way to respond is, because I really wanted to say something like, your midlife crisis is not my problem, go away, or like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's literally what is happening, because she's not old, she's like younger or around my mom's age or something. She didn't look old, which was also surprising. I mean, kind of sad, but like,
no.
But yeah, okay. If there are listeners that know what the best response is, please let me know, because I would be very satisfied using it next time, and I will report back.
Sauerkraut Dumpling Pod Instagram, Sauerkraut Dumpling at Gmail, and Sauerkraut Dumpling on Facebook.
Yeah, hit me on Instagram. I'm there a lot. Sauerkraut Dumpling Pod.
And I check the emails, so hit me. Yeah.
And with annoying stuff, it's a good segue into our topic of the day.
Ooh.
Bureaucracy in Germany.
It's not annoying, man. It's
the lifeblood of Germany.
I wanted to say the vein of Germany.
Germans get hard on bureaucracy. They hear the word and then, so they get a semi in their pants.
I think we in Japan, we're the countries which loves paper.
That's so true.
Paper and documents.
Dude, you have to check your... Dude, I'm actually very used to checking my mail, which is crazy.
I hate to check my mail because the only thing I get via postmail are invoices.
Yeah, or Mahnungs for me.
For not paying it.
For not paying shit.
You have to check it every day.
It's so fucking bullshit. Okay, I'll hit you with some stats, okay? In Germany, 11% of the working population are Beamtes.
11.
They're in the public sector.
Just 11?
Just 11.
I would have thought more.
I thought more too. But apparently Germany is somewhat efficient.
And those Beamten, they get pension, not retirement. So a pension is, I think, 80% of their salary.
Apologies. Not Beamtes, but public sector people.
Okay.
So I think that doesn't include education. I think their teachers are not.
A Beamte is everybody employed by the government.
Yeah, but so teachers as well.
Teachers partly as well, yeah.
But I think this is the public sector. So I don't know if it includes teachers. I'm not 100% sure. But in comparison, Norway has 30%.
30?
Yeah, 30. And would you say Norway runs better than Germany?
Yeah.
Is Germany's too bureaucratic because we don't have enough bureaucrats? Is that the reason?
I don't. Sorry, man.
We triple the amount of bureaucrats, and then Germany will be more efficient.
I kind of not believe your number.
Dude, I saw this at the website was called DE Stats or something like this.
You know what could it be? That this statistics there is indeed giving you the number of all the Beamte, so public employed people with
Yeah.
pension, but there are also people who don't have the status of being a Beamte and don't get pension yet work for the government.
But this is the thing. They said public sector. I don't know if that means
I also-
Beamte or not,
I'm
but
also not
working
sure.
in the public. But in comparison, Norway has almost 3 times more because it was the same graph, which is crazy.
But
Because-
Norway is great. I mean, it's has a great retirement system.
Well, they're basically like the freaking Saudis of Europe, right?
And usually every year there's a statistic best place to live or people who are most satisfied with their life. And most times Denmark, Netherlands, Norway are on the tops.
Wasn't Belgium there too?
I mean, they have great beer. I can imagine.
Norway seems kind of sad.
No, Norway is always on the
because
tops.
winters are kind of tough.
And I think it's also Norway who are really far ahead with alternative energies.
Oh yeah, true.
Environmental friendly energies.
Yeah, they get a lot of wind and hydro. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But just saying, maybe we need more bureaucrats to be less bureaucratic in Germany. Maybe. Because Germany, out of the other European countries, I think has one of the least amounts of people working in the public sector. With that being said, we are definitely very inefficient. For example, you've definitely heard of the Stuttgart 21?
Yeah, Stuttgart 21. Yeah, it's legendary. It's still not finished though.
It's not. Do you know when it started?
I think it was 212, no? Or 211.
It's somewhere around 210, 211, but the idea proposed was in 1994.
1994 to 1211 start, 224 yet not.
To 25 now it's pushed to.
Yeah, the same with Berlin Flughafen. It's actually
Yeah.
How many years did it take? Also 10, 15 years. And in the end, when it was about to open, they already analyzed now it's too small for handling all the capacity which is coming. This is why they still need both airports, I think.
Well, bureaucracy is a great thing.
And in Turkey, they just pop up a new airport like in 3 years, like boom, and it's finished, it's done, it's great, it's big. And in Germany, we need 15 years, and then it's end up being too small.
Yeah, you can see how bad it was during the Corona times. It was it cost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So statistically, I got more stats. During 2022, the amount of money spent by businesses to comply with laws and regulations, so Germany and EU, just to comply with those, like data protection and all this shit, was 711 million euros. Yeah. In 2021, they spent 8.5 billion euros on compliance alone. So this is not about making money or anything, right? This is just about complying with the law. That's tough. Meanwhile, in China during the Corona time, they built a hospital, an entire fucking hospital. Let's not say the quality's best, but in 21 days, because they needed a hospital because of the outbreak. Can you imagine Germany building a hospital in a month?
So there is a funny comparison actually. So in because of Putin's war against Ukraine, no? Germany had a shortage in gas for heating, and they decided, okay, in 1 year they need I forgot how this terminal is called, 100%.
For natural LNG.
Yeah,
gas.
exactly. LNG terminal, something like something.
At the docks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And to build this, usually it would take a decade or something, and they did it in 1 year. And it just was this fast because everybody was aware of this
The criticality.
the criticality. Exactly, they didn't want it to freeze during the winter, and they didn't went in front of a judge to say, no, it can't be there because we are pissed off about this, and this law is not followed. We are pissed about this. I think the environment organization wanted to, and the minister said, please don't.
Fuck off.
This is really critical. Don't go in front of the judge. This needs to be done quickly.
If you don't want heating, if you want heating in the winter, get the fuck out of here. So
and it ended up to be fast, no? And then they said something like Deutschland Tempo regarding this. But another example, this windmills, which they take 15 years
to build.
One, yeah.
Don't they don't they only last like 15 years or some shit?
I don't know, but it's really like 15 years, and there are several things. They have to be a certain miles away from living spaces because of the noise. Then the transport, okay? Let's say you need to run through several states. This kind of transport, it's a heavy mass transport, and in one state you are only allowed to do it on Sundays, in other states you're only allowed it on Saturdays.
Holy shit.
And you always needs to have an extra wagon with a light to navigate it, and this you also need to rent. So alone the transport of the elements is a huge bureaucratic act.
True, but what you said about the gas terminal is actually a good example that Germans can work fast if there's a quote unquote emergency. When I say quotes, because let's say in a different situation, because I had a friend. You remember Xenia, right?
Xenia, she's Russian, right?
Chinese girl. No.
Ah, Xenia. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. She used to live in Heidelberg, and Heidelberg has like a really bad housing situation. Yeah. Like it's hard to find a place.
Like a lot of student cities, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, and especially as a student, to find affordable housing, especially with the Studentenwerk or whatever it's called, because there's a uni organization that helps you with the uni housing, right? Studenten housing.
Yeah.
And she went there, and the guys were like, we're out of houses, we're out of places, you cannot find any place. And then I don't know where she got the idea. I think she read it online, but she basically took her suitcases and went to the Uniwerk or whatever it was called, and just told them, look, I have nowhere to stay, I'm gonna sleep on the street tonight. And then they found her a place that day.
Did she really do this?
Yeah, but she, of course, had a place to stay, but she took her suitcase and said, hey, look, I'm going to sleep on the street.
Wow. This is bold.
And it worked. So I think one thing I do appreciate is Germans are very reasonable. In my opinion, compared to other, like China, for example, the law is the law. If you miss a deadline, you're fucked a lot of times. But here, like my taxes, I sometimes miss letters because I'm out of town. I'm in China for months. I come back.
Yeah.
My tax is like, hey, I need you to respond to me within 2 weeks, and I missed the deadline by a month. And then I'll send them an email and say, hey, I was in China, I'm sorry. And they'll be like, they'll talk, they don't even care. They're just, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but to be fair, you are not earning enough that you are worth being
true.
Followed,
I'm not a big fish.
You're not a big fish. Actually, it's an automatic email. They don't even know that you were warned at, I think.
Yeah? Okay.
I think...
But they do listen to reason.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
For example, like insurance companies and stuff. I had a friend that had she had to get brain surgery because she kept getting strokes.
Okay.
And she got this special kind of surgery that potentially isn't covered by her health insurance, but she talked to them somehow and pleaded, and the insurance said, okay, we'll pay for you. And this is like a private insurance. So I think in general, people are more humane. They see you as people in Germany.
Okay, this example honestly surprised me because I know insurances like they
Which-
don't want to
There
pay
sh-
for anything.
There should be like cold-blooded killers, right? Like,
No, I mean seriously, when my mom, for instance, ne, she broke her wrist. She's an old lady, and it's never going back to be normal again. The insurances tried to trap her several times. They, for instance, it was a work accident, and in this case, you're not insured by your own health insurance, but by the good insurance.
yeah,
You
by
know?
the company one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And they ask her questions like, "Did you fall because you felt dizzy?" And she said, "No, I just fall because I misstepped."
Mm.
Because if you would have said yes, because I felt dizzy, then they could have said, "Yeah, but when did you feel dizzy? Did you feel dizzy already at home?" Yeah, sure. Then it wasn't a work accident.
But this is because the work guys didn't want to pay for her.
As this is now one example of an insurance
Yeah.
who does really not to want to work. And she also had to go every year to an expert to reassure that she still has pain and stuff. And sometimes the insurance also hires an expert to say that she has no pain.
Mm.
So especially the insurances, they want to sell you everything, but they don't want to pay for anything.
That's my impression of them, but yeah, maybe it's different for different people. Well, then don't trust everything I say, guys. Still be careful with your insurance. But if you have public insurance, doesn't matter. They'll cover everything anyways. Yeah. But yeah, I think bureaucracy it's an interesting topic because I hear a lot of people complaining, foreigners, non-Germans complaining about the Ausländerbehörde, right?
Are you in touch with them? No, right? Because you have
never.
German license, right? German,
yeah. License to German.
License being a German.
Yes.
A German from
I am
Germany.
a qualified Birkenstock wearing sock.
I honestly hate everybody who said to you, "Yes, I have Birkenstock. Yes, I wear them with socks."
Those are true Germans.
I would have at least lied.
You're just jealous.
Even if I would do this, I would have lied about it.
You're just jealous, my friend.
Dude, today at the office,
yeah,
I went to the coffee bar.
Someone was wearing Birkenstocks
with socks.
Yes, he out Germaned you. That's why you feel.
I was shocked.
You feel the envy
in the office. Man, how comfortable can you feel to wear this shit at the office?
Dude, this is proper German, like, you know, this is proper German style. This is accepted, socially acceptable.
No. If you're wearing one of 1,000 in the office is doing this, you cannot say it's proper German
Here's my logic: toes, male toes, disgusting. Okay, it's improper to show a man's feet like toes in any occasion outside of your house. They're disgusting. Keep them away.
The beach?
They should be in the sand.
I
don't want to see them. So
especially when they're hairy.
Yeah, hairy and like just fungus and all that shit.
I have actually just one hair, but it's really long on my feet.
That's also. Are you sure it's not a pube that fell down there?
Just kidding. Okay, go ahead. Beats.
So you need to cover all male toes at all costs.
You know that many of our listeners may have a feet fetish and would hate you for.
Would you, if you have a male foot fetish? I'm sorry. Please write to me and I will apologize in person. But not, if not, I will continue. Cover all men's toes at all costs. I don't want to see them. I don't like seeing my own.
What about female feet?
No, that's fine. That's fine. They wear their, pointed shoe, whatever, sandals all the time. Their heels with their toes sticking out.
This is kind of sexist. So
I'm sorry. Fine, but women are more attractive than men. What do you want from me? We're just not attractive. We cannot. I think even Korean K-pop models will have K-pop stars will have ugly toes. I don't want to see.
Maybe there's a beauty surgery which is feminizing the feet.
Okay, if they get that surgery, maybe I'll let it slide. They can wear the Birkenstocks without the socks, okay? Otherwise, keep your damn socks on when you wear Birkenstocks. No one wants to see your toes, okay? Do us a favor.
But Birkenstock, it's an house shoe. You wear them at home.
Yeah, but people also
You
wear.
don't go on your car, drive to office, and walk around in the office all day with it.
But some people, you're in your house barefoot, right?
No, with socks.
Sometimes without socks too.
Yes, sometimes with.
Some people walk outside with nothing on too.
You know, in the super hot summer, at least in my old office, there were a guy who was walking through the office bare feet into the toilet, bare feet,
Oh,
peeing
no.
and then going out again.
I hope he didn't sit next to you. I mean, imagine he comes to your desk and he's like popping one of his feet up.
Yeah,
He's
scratching it.
He's like next to next to your whatever your clothes.
There's a bubble below his feet.
And he's like picking at his
What is
feet
this?
and he's throwing it in your trash.
Snipping it.
He's like, yeah, I don't know about that. And he's picking his teeth with the same finger. Yeah, no.
In my old company, not the current one, there was I was in an office with an old lady. She was horrible, and she was clipping his fingernails in the office.
That's in the bathroom?
No, in the office.
Dang, dude.
Was
Even for me, that's kind of, I don't know. I'm not into that. Dude, yeah.
like sitting there, clip.
I guess it's better than your toenails. But anyways.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy, okay.
So, did you do your tax already?
Yeah, taxes are a fucking bitch. I tried to claim a bit more this year, and now they want me to prove a lot of stuff.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, so I have to prove.
But last time we did it together, you didn't have to prove, no?
No, that was the one we had to prove.
As this was the one you had to. And what exactly?
You were like, oh, Kelvin, you're a small fish. Don't worry, they'll never come to you. But fucking, they came back.
What do you have to prove now?
That I have an Arbeitszimmer and like.
How do you prove this?
I have to send them pictures and a floor plan and all this. Yeah.
It's so annoying, eh?
But this is a sign. I think Germany is getting really poor if they're coming after me for an Arbeitszimmer. There's really like some financial struggles.
How much is it? Don't say the number. Don't say the number.
It's not a lot. It's a little bit more than the overall average, which is I think around 1,000. Like this is the Durchschnitt, yeah. This is where the really rich people claim versus the really poor people. The average in the middle is 1,000.
Oh, but I think the big part for your tax was the bookshelf, no?
Yeah, it was my Arbeitszimmer. Yeah.
No, the bookshelf.
It's in the Arbeitszimmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So taxes, guys, just remember to keep all your documentation and try not to lie. You can lie a little bit, but make sure you can still explain the lie in some way where it's barely reasonable, or else you're going to get fucked. Or I think if it's under a certain amount, they don't check. So if it's, I think, under like 600 or 700 euros,
actually,
they'll usually just give it to you.
Actually, I was during my business administration studies, a tax professor said, guys, if you earn less than 10,000, you're a small fish. They don't care about you.
But somehow they wanted they had to answer a Fragebogen. Questionnaire, and then all this bullshit. It's a lot of work for some money, but you get money back. Getting money back from the government feels nice. But my point is, if you want something done fast, bureaucratically in Germany, you need to either threaten them by suing them, or you have to appeal to their emotions, like by showing up with suitcases and they'll do it. So I'd say either or, give them the honey or give them the stick. If you're just a normal person, you have to jump through the hoops. You're going to be jumping through a lot of hoops. Like, you got married in Germany, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hear it's pretty tough. going through the process?
Uh,
Because your wife is
Yeah.
not German, right?
So her native tongue is Turkish, and by law, so this marriage is more or less a contract, okay? And by law, she needs to understand what is written in this contract, and this is why you need to hire a dolmetscher, which is translating them from German to Turkish. And this guy, he just has to be there. He doesn't even need to say anything, because
Serious?
yeah, on the day he was there, he wasn't saying anything. And I thought, but okay, then I will translate, I guess. And I translated in English, and she understood everything.
What the hell is he there for?
To be there.
That's the best job ever, dude.
Yeah,
Your presence.
your presence. 1 hour, you
needed.
got 100 euros, bam.
Dang, dude. 100
We-
euros an hour.
And this was on the day we had to do an appointment, okay?
Yeah.
And on the day of the marriage, she came back, and the Standesamt, she really had a nice speech, you know? It's not about the rings. The ring is just a symbol. It's about how you are together and stuff. Really nice speech. And he was summarizing it. Yeah, basically, she said blah, blah, blah.
She basically said, just don't worry about the ring.
And my wife looked at
Cook for your husband.
my wife looked at the parents. The parents looked at each other. Is he for serious? Eh?
She says, like, it's not about the ring. It's about, two people coming together. And then the guy translates, like, just love your husband.
But it's really difficult to find a Turkish dolmetscher because he needs to be geeidigt. He needs to be certified dolmetscher.
But there's so many Turkish people here. How is that not
there are,
easily
but
find?
the dolmetscher needs to be certified, and there are limited number of dolmetscher per area.
But I would expect in Germany the number of translators or Turkish translators would be like proportionally the most compared to the rest. Not proportionally, just the number of translators that translate German to Turkish, or vice versa, is higher than any other language. Or maybe English I don't think English needs a translator, maybe.
No, if your native is not German, you need a dolmetscher.
Okay, maybe English is number one, but I think Turkish is like the second. There's so many Turkish people here. And we're right next to Mannheim. How is that not a thing?
I just tell you my experience, man.
Damn.
Another thing, you need a shitload of documents. And of course, they need to be written in Turkish, you know. So if you marry with someone Turkish, you need to go to the consultancy, and all your letters need to be translated into Turkish. Therefore, you need a translator. You go to him, and per letter he translates. You need to pay him, I don't know, $50 or something, just so he translates everything what is written there in Turkish and put the stamp on it. Boom.
Was it the same guy?
No, it was a different one. It wasn't a dolmetscher. This one was a translator.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dude, what the hell? I want to have that job. 100 euros for just standing there?
And he had a nice house.
And you can just translate whatever the fuck you want. I mean, it's not like he did a good job.
And it's not like the consulate is reading through it.
So. Dude, I'll do that for Chinese any day. They say all that shit.
But you need a holy stamp.
I think I'll find a way to get it. And then I'll start trolling people. Like, a woman says, like, it's not just about the ring, it's about people coming together. And they'll be like, are you sure you want to get married? Like, are you
By the way, I'm still single, ready to lubricate.
Here's my card. If you have second thoughts.
There's a bar next door. Let's go.
And I should do a side business where I get a law degree for divorce. Okay, yeah, no, that's a bad joke. But in any case, it was tough, right? It was a lot of work.
Yeah, and funny thing, so this consulate is not close by. I had to go to Karlsruhe.
Oh, okay.
And I had to go there several times because several times I forgot one document or one translation. And actually, they knew us already in Karlsruhe. It's you guys again.
You came a lot. You know, I know a few couples that got married because of this reason outside of Germany, even though they're German. Like my cousin, her husband's German.
But if you live
She's
in
not.
Heidelberg, man, I would recommend you to marry in Heidelberg. The Standesamt is really beautiful.
It's a nice thing, yeah. I think they still got married. They had a wedding in Heidelberg,
Oh, okay.
but they went to Vegas
That's cool.
to sign, and it was literally like 3 hours. I think I'd do that. Go to Vegas, get an Elvis.
So I am married, okay? But let's say we both want to get married. Is this possible in Vegas? Like, zack, and then I'm
Who,
married
you and
to-
I?
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, I don't know because you're already married. I don't know if that's.
So how do they check it? Or
That's a good question.
and
Maybe they ask you, "Are you already married?"
another thing, if you go on a boat, the captain is also allowed to marry you.
Anywhere, or do you have to be in like international waters?
I think international water is required.
But they can also just kill you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and it's like
No lawless area. Yeah.
boat rules. Yeah, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean shit.
Yep.
Dude, we should go on a boat.
This got dark quickly. Eh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Next sauerkraut dumpling experiment, we take one of our
What
most
will happen? Will we marry? Will we kill each other?
our most loyal listener. We're gonna take him out on a boat ride.
We might marry him or her. We might kill him or her.
You never know.
Or lubricate.
Stay tuned. We will record the whole process.
Lucy, next time.
Dude,
you
stop
will-
bringing Lucy into this. She's gonna stop listening, dude. We're gonna lose one of our 3 listeners. Okay, but the tip is, if you're gonna get married and you're not, you're a foreigner, just get married outside of Germany and come back. I think the closest and easiest is in Belgium, right? I heard Belgium is a really
No, I can't tell you.
marriage-friendly place. Yeah, we had a friend
I trust you.
that went there. Adam and Alex, remember?
Ah, they married there?
Yeah.
But also in Japan, no?
No. They got their marriage certificate, like all the signing and everything in Belgium, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's a tip, guys. And to stay away from the bureaucracy, bring a friend that speaks German to the Ausländerbehörde, because I hear they're treating people nicer when there's a German there.
And buy a printer. Germany is still paper land.
That's true.
Buy a printer. I need to print every time at work. It sucks.
But I do use like an app where I can fill everything in and digitally sign. I think it was like Adobe Sign and Fill or some shit.
Okay.
And I send it back to them. If I have to fill out a form and sign it and send it via email, I do it digitally and it works. So you can do that for some of the stuff, like your phone, company, whatnot. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a tip. Let us know how you guys get along, and if you have any bureaucracy issues in Germany, write it to us at Sauerkraut Dumpling Pod at Instagram, Sauerkraut Dumpling at Facebook, and sauerkrautdumpling@gmail.com if you are old. And with that, I would say, stay
German. See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.